So hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the HCM fast formula case. Let's move ahead. So our requirement is to automate the process of converting CSV file to HDL file using a fast formula. So we will upload a CSV file and the fast formula will convert it to HDL file. So let's see what are the inputs we got. So we have operations, file name, file discriminator, file number, line number, and line repeat number. So these are few of the inputs we got. And depending on the input file, we need to add the extra input variable, that is position 1, position 2 till position n. For each input column, you have to provide a position value. Like here, person number, action, start date, grade. These are 4 columns. And for person number, the position 1, action position 2, start date position 3, and grade position 4. And it should be in the sequential order. So for 1 action, it is 2. So position 2 likewise. Let's move ahead and see what is operation. So it is a seeded variable provided by Oracle. Valid values for operations are file type, delimiter, read, map, number of business objects, metadata line information, and the for these value the outputs are for file type we got delimited. For delimiter we got a pipe or a comma. uh, for read we got none. For map it will return the business object. So number of business objects, it will be a numerical value like 1 2 and depend on the number of business objects. Metadata line information is metadata, whatever fields or columns we are going to specify, that will be our metadata. Let's move ahead and see our other inputs, which is file name. It will be a business object file name. So whatever file name you are uploading, that will be the file name. File discriminator will be uh, the the business object will be the same as the file name. Uh, line number, so it will give the line number, and line repeat and line repeat number. So when we want to process the same line for multiple times, then we will use these. So line repeat allow a single line of input to be processed multiple times. If it is yes, then more time it will take, it will be processed. Okay. If it is yes, like y, then one more time it will be processed. If it is n, like which mean no, then it stops processing that particular line. And line repeat number indicates the number of repetition. If a line in a file is processing first time, it will be 1. And if the same line processing second time, it is 2. So and business operations, we can do uh, this is used for merge delete comment operation to be performed in HDL. So let's move ahead to our application and see how we can do that. So we'll move to our uh, homepage and my client group, compensation, uh, and fast formula. Let me add a fast formula. I'll give it a name. Let me give it a name. Generate. Generate absence entry HDL from CSV. Okay, let me choose the type that will be HCM data loader, and I'll change the date to 1101, and let me click on continue. So first let's define few details about the fast formula. So let me comment that part, and we'll provide the name first, which is I'll copy from here and I'll paste out over here. And let me define the type, which is HCM data loader. And description will be this formula will create person absence entry HDL file from CSV. Okay, let me save this formula first. Okay. Before we start writing the formula, let me show you the CSV file which we are going to upload. So here is our CSV file. It contains person number, employer, absence type, absence reason, status, approval status, start date, start time, end date, end time, and comments. So if we count these columns like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 columns. So for each columns, we have to provide an input. So let us take the inputs. Let me define the inputs. And we define inputs. Inputs are, we are going to take operation, which is text. Then we are going to take line number, which will be number, and line repeat number, which will be also number, and then we have to define the positions. So position 1, which is going to be text. Let me copy this, copy, paste. I'll change this to 2. Position 3. Position 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and 11. So we have defined the position number. Now we have to default the values for these inputs. Okay. So default for position 1 is no data. Let me copy this line and I'll paste it multiple times. Let me change to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so we'll default for line number, sorry, line repeat number is 0 since it is a number. Scroll down. Okay, so let's start writing our logic. So first we have to define if operation is file type, then what we are going to do, we are going to print the output is equal to delimited. Else if operation is equal to delimiter, then our output is equal to comma. Else if operation is equal to read, then output, sorry, output value paste output value is equal to none. Else if operation is equal to number of this objects, then output value will be 1 and return output value. Else if operation is equal to metadata line information Then we are going to put a bracket over here. Okay, let me provide some space. Can use some space over here. And okay, so now we have going to define metadata 1 and 1. What will be our first metadata? It is going to be the file name, which is since entry. Okay, so this is going to be our file name. Let me copy this line. Let me copy this line. I'll change this to 2. And this is going to be our file discriminator. So this is file discriminator. So this will be our file discriminator. This the above one is file name. And let me write here also name. Okay. So let me paste another one. This will be person number, no spaces. This will be 3, 4, employer. Okay, let me copy these all from the code with that I wrote. Okay, so I'll copy these from the I'll paste. Okay, so we have provided our metadata. After this, we will merge our data. So, and we have written metadata 1. So let's move ahead and uh, start writing our mapping logic. So else if operation is equal to map, then now we need our HDL related output. So if line repeat number is 1, then let me open the bracket. Okay. If position 1 is less than greater than person number. Okay. Then me copy these spaces. Copy. Okay. Then what we are going to do, we are going to line repeat is equal to y. So we are going to repeat the lines. Okay. So if line repeat number is 1, then we will enter the if block. Then if position 1, which is person number, uh, if at the position 1 there is a person number, then we are going to again come into a if block, and we are going to repeat the lines. Yeah, we are going to say yes, uh, it is yes. So we need to repeat the lines. Let's come to second line. So we are going to give the name file name is equal to person absence entry. Then we are going to say business operation is equal to merge. Okay. So we are going to tell we need to do the business operation, which will be merge, and this will be our first uh, object. So merge, then file discriminator. File discriminator will be, I'll copy it from here. File discriminator is by person absence entry. Okay, then person number, we are going to provide it from the from position 1, position 1. Then there are other, which is second one is employer. Okay, so employer, we are going to trim to second position, position 2. Then third one is absence type, which will trim to position 3. Then absence reason trim position 4. Absence status will be trim position 5. And absence status, then approval status will be trim position 6. Start date will be trim Position 7. Position 8. Okay, start date and then start time. That this will be 9. Then start time. It should be trim. 8 and time. And time will be 10. And lastly will be comment. Comments will be trim position 11. So we have defined all the uh, all the columns and from where we need to pick the data. Now we are going to return the business objects. So we need to return all the business object. Return. Actually, we need to return all the values. So we are going to return these value. Okay, so I'm going to copy it from here. Line number, and I'll copy from here. Okay, let me bring it over here. Okay, so here you can see business object, sorry, business operation, file name, file discriminator, and these are all these uh, variables we are returning over here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to give a else condition for for this loop. So else output value is equal to none. Now let's return put value. Okay, so this is a code uh, for converting the CSV file to HDL file. Let's save and try to compile the formula. Let's see if it gets compiled. Okay, it is okay, it got compiled actually. It is throwing no errors. Okay, there's an error at line number 26. Okay. Okay, let me, I forgot to use let me come back to my formula. Since it is not showing the edit option, so let me, let's go to line number 6 and let me correct it. line number 26, delimiter, and comma, inverted comma. So let me save and let's try compile it again. Refresh. Okay. Line number 71. Hmm. Let's see what is the error. Okay. Comment again. Oh, typing mistake. Position. Let's save and compile it again. Okay. So our formula has been compiled. Now let's go and see how we can uh, use this formula. I'll go to home page, then my client, and if you scroll a little down, we'll see payroll. I'll click on that and we'll click on this submit flow option and we'll search for load data. Click on search and here you see load data from file. I'm going to click that. Uh, let's give it a name, absence um, CSV to HDL. Now we have to choose the via file which we want to upload. So I'll click on upload file. I'll click on choose file and it is here which says person absence entry. I'll click on submit and here you see transformation formula. So I'll click on that and at the top you see our formula which says generate absence entry HDL from CSV. So I'll choose that. Process configuration I'll keep as default group and I'll click on submit then. So let me refresh. We have to wait for some time till this generate data load file and the initiate data loader is turned to success. Let me click on refresh. It might take a little time. Okay, generate data loader file has been completed successfully. Now this is loading our file. So this might also take little time. Let's wait for some time. Okay, let me click on this and I'll show you that our CSV file has been converted to HDL file. So let me open this. So see the status is loading. So this was our file. This was our object which we uh, uh, the name we provided, absence CSV to HDL, and it is in .zip file. So our fast formula has successfully converted our CSV file to HDL file. Let's wait for some time. So that data, okay. So our data has been loaded. Let me click on total objects. Okay, so you can see our data has successfully loaded. Person number 691, US legal entity, vacation, submitted. Everything has been loaded. So that's all for this video. We'll meet in next video with some other new cases. Thank you.